It's in the hole.
Hi, welcome back to the Gravity Golf Channel. I'm Daniel Lee. That was a little swing for my own personal practice repertoire. I like to get out there, get a little bit on the challenging side of things. It always lets me feel exactly what's going on. The more I can amplify things, the more that I can get a sense for what's going on. If there's anything working against me, immediately I can get a higher sense of how to feel all of my mass releasing through my shots. And that's what that drill is a picture of. Now, these other drills won't be quite as complicated, although they are very challenging. And there's something that anyone at any level can start working on doing. If you feel how to release all of your mass through every shot, that's what gives you that sense of effortless power, where you hit that shot, it feels like nothing. The ball just takes off and just keeps going. That's caused by having more mass moving through impact, having an easier rotation through the ball, and freeing up everything that you possibly can. So the first drill in this series that I'm going to show you today is what I've coined the Gary Player walkthrough drill. Essentially all it is a normal swing, and at the finish what you want to feel is all of your mass releasing through and just going for a nice walk. You want to feel the direction that you're moving post-impact, moving the same way you would as if you were walking directly towards your target. This is one of the things that's so difficult for people to typically get in the habit of, is changing the way that you're viewing what you're trying to accomplish. Instead of trying to force contact with the back of the ball, what you want to feel is that your weight is freely advancing through every shot. And your main objective is to move you, your body mass, and your energy from point A to point B. And the rotation of the hips is exactly like that move, and the same one that you would have seen Gary Player make all those years ago. So what we've got here is a little bit of a progression. This you may have seen before in one of the great movies, Happy Gilmore. One of your favorite golfers out there, Padraig Harrington, can be seen doing this quite often on the driving range. I tend to take it to a little bit more of an extreme. I like to go from farther back and see how fast I can actually move and continue on through. To get the timing of exactly how your feet are supposed to move, there is a rhythm to it, a sequencing that is crucial for every shot. What you're trying to feel is a relationship of when to wait and when to go. The waiting is the point where you're reaching your full depth of your shoulder turn, your whole body is moving back into the full depth of the counterfall, and once you reach that edge of least resistance, if you want to say, that's the edge of the counterfall where your body is going to rotate with the least amount of effort. So if you can create these different scenarios, what happens is all of a sudden you're able to feel if anything is holding back, or if you're reticent in your moves through the ball. You can feel it in the walk or the run if you're going through the Happy Gilmore mode. You start to get a sense if you come off and you're in balance going directly towards your target, or if you're fighting it. Now this next one in the series is the same thing as the original. All we've done is added a contour change. Now when you do this, it's going to teach you a multitude of things. It's going to teach you how to, again, freely move your mass through the shot. It's taking all the things that you're normally working on and just amplifying them, because if you're swinging against the hill and your setup is not proper so that it's allowing you to rotate all the way through, you can also see how my feet are more open. I'm in a position where all of my weight can get up over the front axis, and from here all I'm wanting to do is have exceptionally soft arms and advance right on through the shot.
Yep.
Now we've got a really good friend of mine here. This is Andrew. He's been a longtime student of my dad's now and has been coming along by leaps and bounds. What he's doing is quite extraordinary. But you can see how he moves there. It's not quite as fast paced coming through, but you can see how easily and how smoothly that he advances through the ball. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a smooth advancement, regardless of how much power you're putting into a shot. Especially when you're going on a 3-hop mode. Don't ask my dad to test you. He will push the envelope. Don't be afraid when you get out to the practice tee to be creative, or even on the golf course. You can take these drills with you out there and create an environment that is so challenging that if anything is not working properly, immediately you're going to feel it being brought to the surface. This was what is so important about the learning curve, is that if you're not failing often enough, you're not learning. If you're able to get away with your compensations and you're able to hit good shots, but whenever you get under pressure you start noticing things coming out, your practice isn't hard enough. You got to be able to bring those kind of things to the forefront so that you can feel if anything you're doing is actually holding back in the swing. So when you get out there, not to mention it makes it so much more fun. You know, you get to test yourself physically, mentally. This is the part of the game that we all drive for, is you're able to get past all these hurdles. And when you do, when you make it this hard and you're able to do well and you figure it out, and you will, your brain will figure this out. It's an amazing thing when you test the system. But it becomes fun. It's a great thing. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you guys. The questions that you have, the comments, please leave them below. And anything you have, we'll get back to you in the next videos. Also, please subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends. It makes a great impact on our lives and allows us to make ones on others as well. Thanks so much again. We'll see you down the road.
I saw him take a football player that never touched a golf club ever in his life, and in 6 months he was a 4 handicap. You know, you just don't have a teacher like David Lee. If I was a young pro starting on tour, I would go to David Lee. David Lee might be the best teacher that ever lived.